Come on in. I saved you a spot. I invite you to spend a moment with me to drop down out of your busy brain and tap into calm. Step away from the hectic day and all the noise and use EFT tapping, the emotional freedom technique, to bring in some calm, along with an affirmation inspired by an oracle card. As we use EFT tapping to allow you to release stress, emotional, physical pain, relax that nervous system, allow your body to heal itself, to truly relax mind, body, and spirit. And this process that is completely clinically proven, evidence-based, in ways that keep growing, where you can absolutely get clarity in helping you make decisions, and using the divination cards and getting our affirmation, we connect directly with our intuition as well. So dropping down again, I got all those spinning thoughts in your head. Just take this moment to come down into your body. And sometimes that's really hard because we don't often pay attention to what's going on there. And I just want you to take a moment and check around from the top of your head to the soles of your feet. Where might you have any kind of stress? Some constriction, tightness, discomfort, unease, aches and pains, shortness of breath, nausea, some kind of weird sensation, feeling off. It's all welcome. And just notice how intense it is for you today. You know, we often walk around with quite a bit of it, and we don't take the time to actually notice until it gets out of control. So just notice on a scale of 0 to 10, what rating would you give it today? Where are you? Where is that stress hanging out in your body, and how intense is it? And I want you to notice as I show you the deck and pull the card and read the message, notice what happens in your body and how it reacts, because it always will. It will know exactly what to release, even if you don't. So let's give it a chance. And I know some of you may be saying, tapping, what the heck? So as I said, the emotional freedom technique, it's very well known and also being just discovered by many. It's been around a while, but I've noticed it more and more, even as we've been watching some new series on TV, you know, Netflix and Prime and those kinds of things. We are seeing tapping actually, the characters actually using it, and it's just like, oh my gosh, she's tapping. Sometimes I wonder about the method they're using, and then I remember that I always tell you there are many ways to actually do it and use it. And if you tune into my YouTube channel, I'm showing you many different ways there, along with other processes and techniques that I incorporate into my coaching and teaching and writing. Okay, I digress. To show you what we have today, I've been shuffling away for us. So this is a timeless message. Always set an intention that we receive exactly what we need, that we will hear and see the message that's meant for us. And it's timeless, so whenever it finds you, it's meant for you. Today, it's the Wisdom of the Oracle Pocket Divination cards. So we call it WOTO, from Colette Baron-Reid. And I love the pocket size decks because, first of all, it's so easy to travel with them, to pop them in your purse, whatever. But also because it's easier to shuffle if you have smaller hands like I do. Okay, so set your intention if you have something that you would really like an answer for. It's always an open-ended question, not yes or no kind of thing. And remember, it is not predictive, it's prescriptive. It's advice from the spirit, from your spirit. So, what do we need to know for the highest good of all today? Okay, so we have peace in reverse, or what's called protection. So see the image upright, peace. So when we get a reversed card, sometimes we don't like it, like, oh no, this isn't for me, oh no, it's bad. But actually, it's an extra hug from the universe, from spirit, giving you what you really need at this very moment. And, in times of upheaval, like we have right now, this seems really, truly spot on, doesn't it? So we can bring in peace to our own hearts and souls and spread that intention out to everyone we are in contact with, and also around the world to the areas that need it most. So let me find it for us. It's the guidebook number 23. Unfortunately, this little book was a bit tight and I cracked the spine on it. So sometimes a page will fall out. So bear with me while I get to number 23. I should keep the bigger Dex guidebook out so we can use that one when I get to this. But all right, so have another look. It's easier on this wall, right? Easier with all my books and decks over there. So have a look at that image. Consider it in the reverse. And the essential meaning, and then I'll jump right to the reverse message. The essential meaning is disarray, being at, that's not it. Hold on. That's chaos and conflict. Whoa, how appropriate that one is too. Spirit doesn't mess around. We were meant to see that one. So thank you for your patience as I go back into the book and find number 23, peace. I want to read the essential message, and then I'm going to go right to the protection message, which is when the card is in reverse. This deck, whether you have the large one or this pocket size, it always has an essential meaning and an oracle message. And then there's a relationship message and a prosperity message and the protection message. So I'll read through the first part and then we'll go to protection. And you can look at this image. What's going on in your body? What do you see? How does this feel? Are you resonating with the idea of peace in protection? Okay, so the essential meaning: freedom from attachment, radical acceptance. Oracle's message: it doesn't get any better than this when it's right side up, right? It's a quiet mind, a heart fulfilled, freedom from want, and the soul's satisfaction. The way to peace is through radical acceptance. Everything in your world is exactly as it should be. Harmony is beautiful. Enjoy it. So let's go to protection. Consider this card in the reverse. Kind of upside down, right? Now is a time for calmness and well-being in spite of temporary conditions. Even if there are dissonant notes in the music of your life, all that means is that you must go within and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that you are. Find harmony within yourself and don't look to the outer world to provide certainty. This too shall pass, and once again your life will be filled with beautiful music. Wow. So take that in, that whole idea of we can get wrapped up with what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. We need to come in and check in with our inner peace and breathe. And that's why tapping is so useful and so profound. And I think about Colette Baron-Reid, who created these cards, and I think she has 19 decks. I believe I have them all. But she talks about how things are happening around us all the time, and it seems to be ramping up all the time. So consider the hurricane and how it spins, and there is an eye in the middle where it's calm. And we can place ourselves, think about that, of being in the middle, in the eye of the hurricane, in the peace and the calm. And it's swirling around, swirling around. But we can detach, we can be observant without being blown apart. So just feel into that idea and also into coming within. And I also want to mention Pam Gregory again. I know I mentioned her recently, and she's a brilliant astrologer. She has doctorates in all of the studies and the mythology that goes with it, but she's brilliant. I do not know astrology very well at all. I rely on experts like her to tell me what the meaning behind what the planets are doing. And evidently it's pretty insane at the moment. It's like unprecedented what's happening. And the chaos and the wars and the weather and everything are part of it. So what I wanted to mention her for is because she has launched, and people around the world, millions of people are doing this. And she started it on Sundays, and now it's like every day. When you can think about it, do it. The collective people are taking 15 minutes to meditate on peace and love and calm and send it out to the world, especially to those places that need it. Whether it's devastation from wars and famines and horrific conditions, or how the weather around the world has been truly devastating in so many different ways. Right now on her YouTube channel, she has a link to the people local on the ground in Texas who were affected by that horrific flooding from the storms. And she knows personally that the money will be used locally for the need of others. So consider she launched it at 7 p.m. in the British time in the UK. So you can use your time zone and do it at the exact same time, your time zone. And just you can look that up on the World Timer Converter, even on your phone, it'll have it. But if you can set aside the 15 minutes or even just a couple of minutes to be a part of it, we are changing people and the planet, everything going on, by standing in the truth of love. Because what we know for sure is that's what we are made of, that's what we are from. The entire cosmos, the universe, is love. And as the Course in Miracles says, there truly is only fear and love. So any of those negative emotions that swirl in our head are truly about fear. All of the anger that you see is about fear. Any of the sadness, any of the frustration, any of it, it's worries and fear. So just understand that. Take a moment to do some tapping when you're meditating and be open to bringing in calm and love. I know I'm spending a little extra time on this today because I feel it is so needed, and we are all often so wrapped up in that swirling that's going on around us. And if you are in it, I send you the most powerful love wave and energy of healing that I can. And I ask all of my listeners and followers and subscribers to be a part of this as well. Okay, so let's dive in to some tapping. So now we know that we need this protection message, this time for calmness and well-being. So let's tap that in. And all you need to do are to tap along with me. Tap where I tap. Repeat what I say. And see how you feel. Notice what's going on in your body. Take responsibility for your well-being. And let's tap. At the eyebrow, I am now open, side of the eye, for calmness and well-being under the eye, in spite of temporary conditions that seem to be prolonging. Under the nose, all I need do, chin, is go within and breathe. Collarbones, and fine-tune the extraordinary instrument that I am. Underarm, I'm ready to find harmony within myself. Top of the head, and not worry about the outer world to provide certainty. Eyebrow, this too shall pass. Side of the eye, and once again, under eye, my life will be filled, under nose, with beautiful music. Chin, I am ready to go within. Collarbones, to choose peace, calm, and love. Now take a breath and imagine this love light within you, right at your heart. Keep tapping at the collarbone points and watch it glow and grow. And now beam that light out to someone you truly care about and love. And allow that beam to continue out and bounce to everyone you know and love. And then to all the people they know and love. And then let's beam it out to everyone, regardless of their circumstances, of their beliefs and their things that they're involved in. Let's send this beam out to the world. Imagine it going all over the world. Lights are bouncing everywhere. Everyone's soul, everyone's heart lighting up with love. And take a big, deep breath. Shake it out. Feel into your body. Again. Notice the sensations in your body. Have they calmed? Have they moved? Has the energy shifted? Has that number gone down? You can continue tapping to keep moving it further and further downward into more and more peace and calm. Something came up for you, it means you hit the nail on the head and there's something else there. And you can stay right here under the collarbones if you wish, or on all of the points if you wish, both hands or just one, or even right on the side of the hand. And just keep tapping, bringing in some calm. Let me know how this resonated for you, if it did or if it didn't. Where are you tuning in from? If you had any resistance or anything came up for you, if If you need some support, you always know you can reach out to me. I am so honored that you are here. I so appreciate the new subscriptions and the people who are showing up in different ways. Thank you so much for all of you and what you do in this world, because I know you are a big part of the new earth and what is happening and what is changing in this energy that we are sharing. You can tune in with me on YouTube always, and through Substack, which I am looking at doing some of the lives like this through Substack because it connects to YouTube as well. But no, I just launched an hour-long Empower Hour, so to speak, yesterday on YouTube. So check that out. And I'll be back. Remember that you are loved. I see your beauty and I see your light. Shine brightly.